Didn't say her name to her boss, but so I worked at this coffee shop for like 2 years, and there was this girl Brianna who got hired about 6 months ago. She was one of those people who acts super sweet to customers and management, but is absolutely awful to other employees. Like she'd smile at the boss, then turn around and talk trash about everyone. The worst part was she'd constantly mess up orders on purpose and blame it on me or this other guy, Nathan. She'd make a latte with whole milk when someone ordered oat milk, then tell the manager I wrote down the wrong order. Or she'd forget to add shots to drinks and say I didn't call them out properly. It happened at least 3 times a week. One day, this lady came in during rush hour and ordered an iced caramel macchiato. Brianna took the order. I made the drink exactly how it was written on the cup. The lady took 1 sip and came back absolutely furious because Brianna had written decaf on the cup but told me to make it regular. The customer had a heart condition and couldn't have caffeine. I showed my manager the cup with Brianna's handwriting clearly saying regular, not decaf. But Brianna started crying and said I must have made it wrong because she'd never do that. My manager believed her because Brianna had this whole innocent act down. I got written up. That write-up meant I couldn't get the shift supervisor position I'd been working toward for months. They gave it to Brianna instead. She got a $1.50 raise and started making the schedule. Fast forward like 3 weeks. We're in the middle of the lunch rush and Brianna just doesn't show up for her shift. No call, no text, nothing. My manager is freaking out because we're understaffed and there's a line out the door. He keeps asking me where Brianna is and if I've heard from her. I just shrugged and kept making drinks. He asked me again like 10 minutes later, getting more stressed. I said I hadn't heard anything. He asked if I had her number to text her. I said yeah, but my phone was in my bag. The thing is, about an hour before her shift, Brianna had posted on her Instagram story. She was at the beach with her friends, clearly having skipped work on purpose. I saw it on my break. But when my manager asked if I knew where she was, I just said, nope, no idea. He tried calling her 4 times throughout the shift. No answer. He had to stay 2 hours past when he was supposed to leave because we couldn't handle the rush without enough people. The district manager even called him asking why sales were so slow and customers were complaining about wait times. My manager was pissed, like actually red in the face, angry. He asked me one more time if I knew anything about where Brianna was or why she wasn't answering. I looked him dead in the eye and said I didn't know anything about anyone's whereabouts. Here's the thing though, if I had just said, oh yeah, Brianna posted that she's at the beach, he could have called someone else to cover or figured something out earlier. But I didn't say her name. I didn't offer any information. I just let him spiral. Brianna showed up the next day with some excuse about a family emergency, but my manager had already checked the cameras and saw her posting on her phone right before she was supposed to leave for work. He'd also seen her Instagram by then because another employee showed him. She got fired on the spot, lost the supervisor position, lost the raise, lost the job entirely. And the best part? When corporate called to do an exit interview type thing, they asked my manager if anyone had known where she was during her no-call, no-show. He said no, nobody had any information. I could have helped her out. I could have covered for her or at least given my manager a heads up so he could plan better. But after months of her throwing me under the bus and costing me a promotion, I just kept my mouth shut and watched it all fall apart for her. She texted me later asking why I didn't tell the manager she'd posted about the beach. I left her on red.